It's Ryan and Allie's first day of school, and they can't wait to meet all their new teachers and learn all the new material for this year. I can't wait for science class, Allie says to Ryan. Me too, Ryan says. I want to be a scientist when I grow up. It was finally time for science class, and Mr. Ross, their teacher, introduces them the new topic. He says, today we will be learning the differences and similarities between plant and animal cells. When animal and plant cells are examined using an electron microscope, they have many organelles and structures in common. For example, they both have a nucleus. But they also have many differences. For example, plants contain chloroplasts. Some similarities of plant and animal cells are that they both are eukaryotic cells, meaning that they are cells that have a nucleus. They also both contain cell membranes, a mitochondria, and an endoplasmic reticulum. A nucleus is a double-bound membrane that contains many chromosomes and DNA. Plants and animals also have a cell membrane, which is a lipid bilayer that encloses the cytoplasm of the cell and separates it from the surrounding environment. They also both have a mitochondria that contains enzymes of the citric acid cycle, the respiratory chain, and the oxidative phosphorylation. They also have the endoplasmic reticulum, which is a system of membrane tubes and flattened sacs found in the cytoplasm of eukaryotic cells. Also contain the Golgi apparatus, which is a system of folded membranes found in the cytoplasm of eukaryotic cells. It functions in the secretion from the cell by excitosis. Furthermore, both contain cytoplasm, which are the contents of a cell excluding the nucleus. Since we now know the similarities, what are the differences? Ryan asked the teacher. Well, one main difference is that plants are autotrophs. They produce energy from sunlight through a process called photosynthesis, which uses organelles called chloroplasts. In animal cells, energy is produced from glucose through the process called cellular respiration, which occurs in the mitochondria. Furthermore, Mr. Ross explained, plant and animal cells are very different in size. Plant cells are rectangular, and only some plants have centrioles, whereas animal cells are round and have centrioles. Plant cells also have a rigid cell wall that animal cells don't have. A cell wall gives these cells their shape and limits their expansion in hypotonic media. Plants also have one vacuole that take up 90% of the cell volume. Its function is to store water and maintain turgidity of the cell. Animal cells have one or more small vacuoles. They store water, ions, and waste. Plant cells, unlike animal cells, contain plastids, which are in the cytoplasm and are any class of small organelles, such as chloroplasts, that contain pigment or food. Animal cells, unlike plant cells, also contain a centrosome. This is the major microtubule organization center of an animal cell. Furthermore, plant cells reserve food in the form of starch, and animal cells' reserved food is usually glycogen. Lastly, animal cells have lysosomes, unlike plant cells. A lysosome is a membrane-enclosed organelle originating from the Golgi apparatus and containing hydrolytic enzymes. Well, that's the end of class. See you guys tomorrow, said Mr. Ross.